Hello everyone, welcome to #Friday Sews. My name is Carole, this is my channel Sew Carole, and you are joining me in my sewing room for the latest edition. Now #Friday Sews is where we talk a little bit about what we've been sewing or making, or buying sometimes, and then a tiny little bit about life. And this course was started by the wonderful Jen from Today and Jen's Sewing Room a good couple of years ago now. Don't forget to check out all the other YouTubers that contribute in #Friday Sews and see what they've all been up to, because that is what I spend my Friday and Saturday doing as well. Now, normally I say what I've been making and sewing this week, but the funny thing is what I'm wearing today is actually what I sewed this week. I tried it on to take some photos and it's just stayed on because it is super cozy. I want to come back though to that, because what I want to say first of all is as I was lucky enough to go to a sewing social that was held by Adam from Adam Sews, the wonderful Adam. By the way, I wish you all the best in the show you're doing this week, Adam. You're going to be amazing. Everybody's going to love all your stuff and your patterns, so I can't wait to hear about that. But yeah, he ran a sewing social last weekend and he lives about 50 minutes from me, so not too bad a journey. I went up there and I sewed all day. It was absolutely marvellous. Just to have the freedom and nobody nagging you, and you just sewed all day. It was quite funny. I met lots of lovely people, a couple of other YouTubers. I met the lovely Claire from Stitch Hem Sew, and Anna from Pattern Pouch Ness, and another Claire from Sewing Bear. Oh, it was lots of other people, but it was absolutely wonderful. The only thing that kind of made me giggle to myself was these other ladies are kind of sewing social professionals. They took all their kit with them. Now, I've only done one before, and there was only a few of us, so we didn't really do much sewing. But the ladies there took their best machines with them, and they had everything cut out. All sorts of garments were being made. It was fantastic. I took my £99 little brother machine, which is a backup emergency machine. So I took that with me. It's brilliant. It does what you want it to do. But I took that with me and just a couple of little things to work on. So when you had all these wonderful bananas everywhere and my little brother machine, it was so funny. But yeah, it did the trick and I managed to sew quite a few things. I'll show you what I made, and I think on my last Friday Sews I said the things I wanted to get done, and I did get them all done, so I was really pleased because all these women were so industrious. Poor Adam, he didn't get much sewing done at all, but he was the perfect host who put on the most amazing food spread for lunch. It was amazing. Right, so what did I get done? I wanted to make some pouches. This was Adam's pattern actually, a pouch pattern that he released last year, and I made a few for Christmas, but I needed to make some more. So I made these 2 or 4, should I say. So this is the medium size and this is the small size. So I made 4, so they got a contrasting inside. So yeah, and the same with here. This is the medium, and you have the little one in the middle. So yeah, I was really happy I got those done because I needed to give them to somebody. So that was that. Since I've been home, I've made 2 more as well. These really pretty. This fabric was just beautiful. So done that as well. I also wanted to make this Burda small toiletry bag for my husband, just as an overnighty bag. I really struggled on fabric actually because it takes way more than I thought. So the fabrics weren't my ideal choice, but this is what we've ended up with. I don't particularly like the grey here, but the original pattern has a really shallow pocket. It's only about 2 inches high, and on my version I just found that was a bit pointless really, so I made them a bit deeper this time round. I didn't really have any twill tape that kind of matched it. Ideally I wanted grey, but I've only got green. But it's a man, it's my husband, he'll be fine with it. And then it is lined inside. So yeah, those are the things that I got actually sewn at the Sewing Social. But believe you me, people were creating garments and I just had little things. So back to what I did sew garment wise this week. Now, as you can see in my thumbnail, I actually worked on Sew House 7 patterns, but 2 ways. So you've got the original Sew House 7 toaster sweater and the Simplicity version that was actually made by Sew House 7. So Sew House 7, 2 ways. So indie way, toaster sweater. As you can see, I've made a few of these, and this was the most gorgeous soft fabric that I managed to pick up in a little sewing shop I'd never come across before, not far away from me, about 9 miles away from me. I can't describe, I wish I could describe how soft this is, but it's like a sweatshirt. It's fleecy backed, but it's so soft. I just, as I said, I put it on to take some pictures and it's staying on because it's just gorgeous. I think I sort of described it in the video, but what I did, because we all know that the toaster sweater comes up quite high, even on me, and I'm only 5'2"-ish. So I've actually extended the front by 2 inches and it sits on my waist. So great. Great pattern. I have done it a fair few times and it works out every time. What I haven't done is this version here from this pattern, but I have done that, which is the same thing. Now this one, I wish I could find some. I think I made a lot a few years ago, but I actually threw them out last year. But it creates, it's kind of a neck that kind of folds over on itself. The pattern piece is actually kind of funneled up like that and it just folds down. So with the right fabric it looks okay, but you have got to be a bit careful. However, what I did make was the sweatshirt, again with the split seams, which I made not that long ago actually, in this wonderful, it's French terry. I bought this originally to make a Marlowe cardigan from, but I decided not to, and I would have loved a cardigan in it, but the problem is I wear mainly patterned t-shirts and things like that, and really you would need something solid under this. And okay, maybe I've got 1 thing, 2 things, but at the end of the day you need garments that you can mix and match, don't you? So because I still love the fabric, I thought, I know, I'll use my favourite kind of sweatshirty pattern for it. So that is what I did. And I put the splits. So I did the same trick I did a couple of weeks ago actually. I just kind of, one extends over the other, rather than being clean like that on the seam, one extends over the other. But yeah, I really love this so much, and I'm glad I will get far more wear out of it as one of these than a cardigan that I've got nothing to go with. So Sew House 7, 2 ways. So here we are in November, and that means of course the launch of a Gift to November 23. Now this is a challenge that's hosted by Alison from Sew Like Dotty and Adam from Adam Sews. They have got the most amazing list of prizes. When I was looking through them, I could not believe the amount of prizes that they have got and what they've got. So my video will be out almost at the end of November, which is great because it gives me time to work on some ideas. But the idea is that we all sew our Christmas gifts in November, so we don't have the mass panic in December trying to do everything else plus beaver away on our sewing rooms creating things for people. Because at the end of the day we love giving our little handmade gifts, don't we? And I think it can be any little thing, but I think people love it, no matter what it is. Even if it costs a couple of pounds to make, it's the fact that we've spent time making it and thinking of them while we make the whatever it is. So it is a great little thing to do if you can. But yeah, in November, of course, there will be a million, exaggeration, there will be a lot of YouTube creators giving some absolutely fantastic things and ideas to make and patterns. So yeah, watch out for that. Now, I've been working on something this week, getting my mind going, being a bit creative. I have had this jewellery wrap for I don't know how long. It's oh, I've repaired it so many times. It is a wonderful thing for travel where it's a jewellery wrap. And I haven't really ever seen anything like it in the shops. As you can see, it's got holes in and everything. So the idea is you've got this bit over here which clips that you could put your rings on. Not that I wear any. And you've got 3 pockets. And then you put your jewellery in there, you roll it all up, you tie it, and Bob's your uncle, you're off on your holidays with your jewellery. Now, because it is exhausted, I thought I really wanted a go at making one myself. I didn't want to take it apart to find out how they did it because it would spoil it, and if I did it wrong, then I would be left with no jewellery roll. But I managed it. Now, this is a test one. So it's that way around. Test one, because I didn't really have, I was mixing and matching the fabrics and zips and things like this, but it's not far off, except I put the tie at the bottom instead of the top, but they're not far off. So it's got the 3 pockets, we've got the lining there, 1, 2, 3, nice size pockets, enough for a few bracelets and things like that, and earrings in the little ones, say. And I managed to do the thing for the rings as well with a popper, amazingly. And of course you then roll it all up and then you tie it. And I didn't really have enough stuff to do with the tie either, but yeah. I'm going to take it on my holidays that we go away this weekend and test it out. But I'm really pleased I managed to work it all out, all the layers and all the zips. I didn't bother to do the piping around the outside, but yeah, I'm really happy with how I did it. Now, it may be that if any of you want to kind of make one as well, then I'll try and work it out properly and maybe do a kind of sew along thing. But yeah, that's what I've been doing this week, getting my mind working. But as I said, I'll test it out on holiday and report back. Earlier this week, I put out a fabric wheel of fate video. Oh, here's my wheel. And it landed on the brushed flannel. Now, it's a very, very soft brushed flannel. And a few of you came up with some marvellous ideas of things like a shirt and things like this. Because it is so soft, it really does lend itself to sleepwear. Obviously, I've done nothing with it yet. I'll probably do it after I come back from holiday. I have got a couple of ideas. Really, I just want to use this up now. It's only 1 metre, so I wouldn't be able to get sort of a pair of pyjama trousers for my husband out of it, but I should be able to get something, and I have got some ideas, and you've been very helpful as well. So yeah, I shall hopefully make that up for you and release the results when I go back from holiday. Next week I will have a Lalo video come out. Now, it's something I've made in Lalo, and I haven't made anything for quite a while since I did the collab with Sew Notes. So yeah, that will come out next week. Now, I know a lot of you are not interested in Lalo, but it is actually quite fun. It's me battling, trying to work out something as I went along. I did get a finished result in the end, but it wasn't plain sailing, as is often the case with Lalo. But in case you're new to the channel, Lalo is a pattern drawing system that I inherited from my mum, who bought it in the 1970s. And then I kind of took it on, and I've been learning how to use it. So yeah, there will be a video coming out next week on my Lalo journey. So it doesn't feel like I've got much to show you this week, but yeah, it's been a busy week, and the things that I have made have been little. But I am going away on holiday at the weekend. We're away for a week. Hopefully going to see some sunshine. The weather in the UK has been dire this week, very, very rainy and a lot of wind, and there's been a lot of flooding across the UK. So yeah, hopefully may escape that for a week. I think I showed you a while ago, but I've got this Dorset ring button book now. I made myself a pouch to put all my buttons in, but I've got some kind of Christmassy thread. So I'm going to maybe do some of that on the plane, take that with me. I'm a great reader, and I haven't read a book I tend to read on my holiday and not when I'm at home, too busy sewing. But I've downloaded some books to my Kindle, and this time I'm going to read some sewing fiction. I thought that'd be different for a change, other than the crime books and things like that I normally read. So I've got a few sewing fiction books loaded up. Also, a wonderful viewer let me know of a book that a relative of hers has done about mushrooms. So I've downloaded that, and I'm going to read that as well. So I've got lots of reading all planned for my holiday. We will be doing some walking. Where we're going is Tenerife, and there's a dormant volcano, extinct volcano, dormant, called Mount Tidy. This time last year we did actually go to the same place and did some walks up there. I don't know if you've been with me that long, but yes, I did put a little bit of footage up from last year. But yeah, we're going to the same place, repeating the same holiday, so we hope to do a little bit of walking around there as well. So I definitely won't be sewing. I may do some buttons, but I will be reading about sewing, so that'll make a change. Now, the photos I'm going to leave you with this week is just some random Halloweeny photos. I haven't really kind of been anywhere. Obviously I'll put some in of Adam's sewing social, where Luna came to visit, so that was amazing, his lovely little dog Luna. And then I'll put some Halloweeny type photos up, because of course it was Halloween this week. I will miss you all. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing you when I come back. Don't forget to check out the Lalo video just for a giggle. And thanks for joining me as ever and chatting with me in the comments. And I will see you all very soon. Bye bye for now.